You're faster than an entire bag of goldfish. Now, I don't know when the last time was that you assessed a bag of goldfish. Well, let's talk about the fast. They're stuck in the bag. Are we talking about just swimming around? What do? I'm almost ready to watch a video of one, but we'll just get into, you're faster than the gold, which is good. If you're the mediator, tell me about this. You're faster than an entire bag of goldfish. I'm thinking, oh my God, I didn't think of the goldfish, the edible ones. You could go both ways with this, yeah? I mean, what the fuck sense does that make? I would be more inclined to say it would be a bag of goldfish that somebody just bought. You're faster. Okay. Now you don't move around. I mean, this is... hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I wonder where you are. It's like they show up for breakfast. And you know, when you don't show up for breakfast and lunch, something's wrong. You know, it's that person where, oh my God, they usually come out and pay you by now, and they haven't. Somebody could actually be, this is stuck. This is, whoa. At work? Did somebody get hurt? Somebody's in a conveyor at work. Jonathan Stevens is. So I'm sorry, sir. I should have gave this message. Jonathan Stevens' shirt got caught in the conveyor. Can somebody please go over there? 10 or 12. And it could be that you were working super fast. So I'm gonna give that to you, sir. All right, they're coming. I feel like he's in shock or something, or he's in a situation where he can't speak. Well, that shot the shit now. Thank you, sir, for getting stuck. Now I'm at, I don't know what to do here. All right, I'm going to get another... I always plan on canceling plans to make plans with you. I mean, let me think about this. Because if somebody explains it that way, if they explain it that way, this could be weird. I always cancel plans when I have plans to make plans with you. Oh! Well, thank God I don't ask a question that requires that answer often. Tell me about the plans. I always plan on... There we go. I knew that I was missing something. I always plan on canceling plans. So we have plans. Don't be late. Don't think me over. Don't do it to me again. Nope. This is like a barbecue. This is an outside get down here. Yeah, please don't do this to me. You know what they showed me that Just Married with Cameron Diaz, where, hello beautiful woman, where she goes to this function at work for him. Hi, Hopa. Oh my God, tell me they're Greek. Tell me this is one of those Greek weddings too. Oh, the judgment I feel from this family. If this isn't Greek, this could be Romanian. Yeah. Italians aren't as judgmental as they are just a little bit in your business. And there's usually good reason. Jews, you are nosy. Yep, but yeah, it could even be that. Well, I'm not going to what do they call it? Bar mitzvah? They still do those? It's funny when you're grown up. Why would I know if they have them, right? I mean, if you don't have a lot of Jewish friends or you just don't go out for functions and stuff, but it seems like, wow, that stuff was so 1980s and 90s when I went to them and my friends were Jewish, but now they don't do them anymore. Nobody sits Shiva anymore either, right? If I don't see it, it just isn't so. This is even going on some tour bus. Are you in or are you out? This is also a marathon. Why do you always What you so you can't break plans for me? This happens all the time. No, it's just all the time. Why are you even making plans with this person? You'd be better off breaking them with them, and then maybe they'll make them with you and try that reverse psychology thing. This is a parade, some type of thing. This could even be the Pride Parade or something like that. You're supposed to go with me. Why does this always happen to me? It makes you doubt what kind of person that you are. Please don't. You get a lot of attention. Whatever this is that you're doing, I feel like you get a lot of attention. Yeah. Why did I just hear caught in between two worlds? I feel like I'm caught in between two worlds. Am I in another dimension? A twilight zone, right? This is definitely a pride parade somewhere. They're through the city. Like, I'm getting just heavy. And you have no problem going places yourself. I'll go eat myself. I go shopping, to the movies even. But this was different. Who's this queen? Who's this woman here? There's a woman that has a stronghold on them. A-L. L-I. Z-C. Lacey. And then Liz and LT. And Lizzie. There's a reason that they're getting so thin. They're either bulimic. Someone's a little bit bulimic and a little bit cokehead. Okay. Oh my God, I got these bites. There's a different type of mosquito. And it could be AI. And it could be to attack targets with poison. Because they look different. They look like it's not spit inside of them. But I'm still here. I don't feel wrong or bad or anything or off. I feel great. It's just I could itch them. I could itch the skin right off my ankles. Oh my God, it feels so good. I can't even take it though. Anyway, there's about 22 of them between both of my ankles. I went to my son's and sat out back. They could be Japanese type of fucking AI mosquito / ninja warrior. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, Henry. Your Mayfold is in questioning. I forgive you, damn it. Jesus. Yeah, so there's a stronghold here. And I'm just not sure if with the moon card, they like you home at night. Okay, whoever has a stronghold, it's a mom or a wife, a landlord that likes them to be there at night so they can watch the building. Sure, I'll give up my life and pay full rent. They want you home at night. Now, what do I have to do? So I can go golf? What if there was golfing at night? What if they had a golf course that was completely lit up and you could see it at night? How great would you guys golf at night? That would be amazing for you to do that. Well, I haven't thought of that. Oh, okay. So this is something you're putting some thought into. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. This isn't a knock on either one of you. Okay. So, yeah, I like when we talk at night. I like when we sit in bed or we sit down in the family room. Yeah, because this feels like dialogue night. Yay! Of course, I want to give up going out with the guys, and then possibly even golf the next day on a trip, an overnight trip to do dialogue night with you. We work better this way. All right, I want to sit and I want to talk. So, okay, let's talk. Let's see what we need to talk about. Why do I want to grab these? You know when they put their glasses on, it's serious. Yeah. What are you reading from? It's just some things I've been writing down. Are you on drugs? So you're sitting here while I'm out, and you're writing down problems. Are you creating these problems? Some of them, they're not problems for me. You're like a good coffee. We'll drink some coffee, we'll drink some tea. Somebody's not drinking and you're boring now. One's not drinking, the other one does. I need my social life. I don't need time away from you. It's not, you're looking at it like I need time away from you. This is just life. Sometimes I forget about you, but I love finding you in my kitchen. I like standing in the kitchen, holding my coffee. This is where you'll find me if I'm ever lost. If someone became a homebody, it could be a weight thing, or it could be that I started taking something, and even if this was diet pills or Provigil or something for narcolepsy, and it's got them overthinking. Yeah, if the Provigil is like a speed pill, yeah, I don't know if somebody gave them to you and told you they were for something else. They're for narcoleptic people. Yeah, motherfucker, just wait, you don't sleep. And they are great for cramming for tests. They say these are better than Adderall, but you could be drinking too much coffee with them. It could be having a really bad effect. All right. Wow, we could go for a walk. I want to say something, and then I'm going to clear this and get into something else. This is what needs to be said. I need to be away from this whole thing for a little bit. You, the kids, the business, I need that. And then I know you do as well. We don't, every time we get away from this, we're together, and it's starting to affect me when it comes to you, and I don't want to be that person that resents my wife or my husband. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do my thing. I have no desire to cheat. I don't feel any desire to cheat at all. I feel very a loyal person. And I mean, unless you break 300, I got something's got to be done. I can't just be attracted to you while you're changing like this. But I felt that maybe my lack of presence, I didn't want to say it, right? That's how I feel. I don't want to say that your ass got bigger. I actually like it a little bigger, but everything else is getting bigger too. If you could figure out a way of moving a certain way throughout the day so that you could change your figure, that is possible. But, and man, I do feel that if things keep going and I have these moments, so she is right, or he is right, that there is some other motive here, but it's not a forced motive. It's an acceptance, or just it has to be eventually, that if this keeps going on like this and I separate myself like this, then I'm going to wind up thinking about how to get out of this, right? And I think that that's the only part that this other person is focusing on. Instead, see, when they're gone, you should be looking and going, all right, so that I'm challenged now, because they're distracting you from eating, or they're distracting you, which is enabling now. You know what I mean? And this is when resentment creeps in, and eventually you'll resent them, because you're gonna, if you don't change, they're gonna stay. You're gonna notice they're not happy, and then now you're gonna be unhappy, and somehow you're gonna put it on them. I don't know how it got like this. This feels like family interruption, or too many people in your business. And I do feel like you're stern on being private from the rest of the family, both sides. And there could have been, because this is when we first got married, we didn't talk to nobody. And people, you know, they felt some kind of way about that. It was just you and I. Even when we went out places, it was like there was nobody else around but us. That very rarely lasts for more than a few years. In the beginning, you could have been just a disappointment as a husband, that you could have just been stuck, and now you've acquired things, or you're successful and you have the opportunities now to reap reward from some of the things that you've done, right? I don't even think that you really wanted to be, to tell you the truth, sir. I don't really feel like you wanted whatever. Okay, if it's not that your dream wasn't to become a husband and a father, it's okay to say that. But most women, it's not really their dream either. It's a part of a program, and they feel like they have to follow the mom's footsteps, or I have to follow my sister's footsteps. But this is also, I don't want to have to work for the rest of my life. I don't want to just work, right? I don't want to be that guy that retires and then I wind up just sitting around and, hold on. Right, because this person, this feels like two different types of metabolisms. This is a big deal for a couple, okay? And different, right, there's, this here, this card here is reminding me of like brute. Like smoke, just strong, like Soviet or something like that, okay? And then there's this is a shorter and rounder type of guy here. So whatever this is, that's what I believe. And the kids could be, that's what this person doesn't know how to say. I don't want my kids to grow up being addicted to food and then handling it with drugs, right? Whether they know that you're doing this or not, there's some type of knowing, because these kids they're intuitive. They know something's up, right? They can tell when you're sniffling, or you're blowing your nose, or that your hands are shaking, or that you're jawing and shit. They can also see that you're eating a lot. So they're putting together, they don't have the distraction everybody else has. They're putting together that you are overeating and then you don't eat at all for a little bit, right? I'm having a hard time committing, feeling like I want to commit to something for myself is what this feels like, without feeling like I'm leaving you behind. It's this guilt trip that I don't even feel like it's really for everybody. It's put on by them. It's something where this is just the way shit goes, right? I don't need you to put it on me. I'm feeling guilty. I don't want to have to lie. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I don't like that. Whoever is from another country, it feels like you guys eat in different portions. And someone else is from America. I'm sorry, it just feels like that. And this could be one of those couples, hello, that was on those shows. And things are just different now. You know, they're different for people who don't meet on those shows, though. See, a lot of you guys, you only know that way of meeting, so you think that when you have problems, it only comes with the 90-day fiance thing or meeting someone from another country. And there are people who are both, I never left my city, and I'm here, and we're going through the same shit. The talking, this is excessive talking and following somebody around also. And then making someone feel like this is why are you always defending yourself? I'm not accusing you of anything. Like I'm content, but that's the thing. Okay, so were you asked, are you happy in this marriage? And if you're I'm content. And then you answer honestly. And you get what do you mean you're content? Oh, I didn't know I was going to have to explain by definition. Someone's thinking about getting pregnant again. I got more attention when I was pregnant. I believe, I'm not sure, I don't want to speak for the other person. Because there are guys that do this where they want to get the woman pregnant. They want her home. That is a sure way to lose them. I don't think that's a smart idea, but this is for many. Oh, Bubba, somebody got their tubes tied. Somebody actually got their tubes tied, though. Look at this shit. I'm ready to untie them. This is secretly wanting to do that too, looking up things online. Concerned about health problems, though. You could have been told because of some health problems. I don't know if it's the weight you gained, or if it's the stuff that you're taking in, or if this is just some kind of hereditary thing that now is popping up. But it feels like, and this for somebody here with the gastric bypass, somebody wants to go under the knife. And I honestly, you're going to have to you're going to have to move around a little bit. You're going to wind up, and there's another one where if you don't wind up taking care of this, you're going to be, your next show, please stop putting someone's fucking face in my mind, all right? There's no reason for me to be seeing their face. If you're going to wind up on that show, yeah, just smooth. This is walking slowly. Just start going out and walking instead. Paying attention. You have parks, beautiful area. I feel like you live in a beautiful area, man. And if you have young kids, I don't want it to be where every time I go the fuck out, I have to take the kids. Well, then throw them somewhere. You don't have to be, you know what I feel? I feel that the two of you feel like you have to be the perfect couple and the perfect parents for those of you that have the kids too. But I feel that if we don't portray ourselves as something, and it could be because of the way you met, that you feel like I have to put on extra. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to say, okay, well, we're not getting along right now, and not have everybody that we know fucking calling or stopping over like they give a shit, like they give this much care. Do you really care, or are you just nosy? This is definitely the result of having too many people in your life. I mean, from day one, it feels like you went on your honeymoon, and it appeared, because there are people where it was just you two for a while, and then I don't know what happened, but there are others where we didn't even really get that. It appeared that was what it was supposed to be, and it could have been that you got pregnant right away, or you were already pregnant when this wedding happened, but it's keeping me from moving. I feel antsy. I have cabin fever in my own beautiful home. Yeah. And I just wait. This is making plans, right? And then going out the door, and now I'm apprehensive of going out the door, and then I don't. Because oh my God. Sometimes you allow these arguments because what a great person you are. I allow the arguments, and I accept. Sometimes I'll stay and just let them get out what they need to get out, and hoping that that's going to be enough. This will turn you into a punching bag for them. Yeah, I mean, I know I use that word all the time. The oldest trick in the book. Yeah, it's becoming a gaslighting and very manipulative, and I don't feel comfortable with it. I don't blame you. Prostitute. This is the money, though. This is somebody, I mean... And liar. Somebody said that your husband was dating someone, or that is a lie. Edwin. Yeah, shapeshifter. Yeah, they're making this person out to be like they have multiple identities, and that they date this one, and they could be trying to put something together. Remember when I told you that these people were targeting certain couples? I think that people are just targeting people who have more than what they have. I don't think it matters how much you have, how happy you are, what you look like. It's just let me in the fucking house. Stuff like that is going to be happening. Whatever this is that's going on in your home, I would say now that came out, make sure that all your things are secure first, right? When you have a plan together. Listen, because it feels like the protection of the house leaves, and somebody even uses that as an excuse to keep them home. Like, I don't feel safe. You know, you see they're talking about all these things that are going on. I would start thinking about teaching your children how to take lives, how to protect themselves, take them, and this could even be something that the one who has time on their hands could do. Take the kids to jiu-jitsu class, put them in that, or capoeira would be fun. Not many people teach that, actually, but when you can find a good one, it's great. And for the wife that's home, because I feel like she used to go out and shop and stuff, but there's something where she doesn't even want to go out and do that, and it could just be constantly ordering things to the house. Like, I was hoping that this addiction was going to curtail the shopping addiction, but now it's just one on top of the other with the destroyer. I don't want to destroy. I don't. Yeah. because this guy here, his dad, he doesn't want to do the same thing. I saw this destroy my parents. I don't want that, but at the same time, I can't fake like I'm still into somebody or attracted to somebody. And I'm telling you, he's not cheating, but this is pulling on him completely, because I feel like he wants to be with his wife still. What do you do when you're no longer attracted to the person that you were once head over heels for? That's tough. Because my thing would be, I'm completely honest. That's all I know, is to be honest with brutality. And you take a chance when you do that. Yeah, you do. This is, once again, a message. This could be a letter. Have you tried writing a letter? It's different. Yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles, you're very good at explaining yourself. But the problem with this is when we're together in the same room, we can't get to, eventually we just talk over each other, write letters to each other, and then swap them. We're not allowed to talk. And we're not allowed to talk for 12 hours after we read each other's letter. You're going to process the letter. You're going to make sure you take in everything that they're saying is bothering them and that they wish would change. You're going to possibly now take... you're gonna paraphrase that and break it down so that it's more understandable and clear what needs to be done. And then I would say write back before you have this conversation. Some people did that, and then you talked after you read the letter too quickly, and it turned into the same thing anyway. All you did was just crumble the letters up and throw them, and you went into your yelling match like you normally do. Now you just got trash to clean up. That's it. Brutal honesty is always my way of handling things. See you.